kidding. Sorry. That's funny. I just got the text. So, hi there. It's me, Daisy. And a lot of you are going to get tossed over from Franco's, and I appreciate that. Check these out. I just got these, you guys. Ha! How beautiful. How exciting. Look at this. Hello. I feel like that's how, like, techno beats and, like, papa. Yeah, I just got these. These are, it's festival season, so you know the drill. I said it, like, literally every live stream. It's festival season. So, that's what's going on. That's why this. Don't forget to hit the like. It's free, but look how amazing. Would you not just be like, my cat is in heaven. He's like, sweet Lord, what great invention is this? Okay, so, for those who don't know, it's festival season. This is the outfit of the day. It's just very comfy. Look how crazy these are, though. Stop. I just can't. I will be distracted for, like, the next 20 minutes, like. So, I've been working on mushroom hats. Woohoo! Yes, I always thought those mushroom, like, hats were so cute, and I always thought, oh, I can do that. Like, I am artist. I'm creative. I can make things. So, I tried, and I failed. It was great. Let me show you. And then I tried, and this one is right. Well, it's better. Better. The first one was like a toad's mushroom head, and it's just funny because I really was like, I had this vision of like super cute kawaii mushroom cosplay girl, like so adorable, and this is what I got. What does this scream to you? I'm gonna sell it. So I definitely am gonna sell the first couple though. I so appreciate you being here. We're streaming this way today because the king is here and he has the iPad, and you guys know how the wee ones, just the bitty children, can have a death grip on those things. No, he's drawing. I'm very, very, very careful about what he's doing on the iPad. Trust me about that. Especially the iPad Pro. We animate together. It's so awesome, dude. The king is the best. By the way, thanks so much for joining me. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday, y'all. Whoop. I'm just excited because you're here. And it's Saturday. What a lovely day. This is new. So that's why I was showing you guys these. How do you challenge someone to a duel with this? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get in trouble again just for joking around. Darn it. God forbid we make jokes. I'm gonna have to grab me tissue. I'm not suffering a whole stream without one. Okay. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I'm upstairs in a very old house, and it gets so dry up here, and then the lights hit my face and my nose just goes every time. It's like, great, awesome, so cute, awesome. There's that. Now you know. What's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dane. Welcome to, or welcome back to my channel. I genuinely appreciate it. For those of you who haven't seen my art, don't worry, no pressure here. We're just taking a peek real quick. There's never any pressure, only pressure to do all that is free, which is liking, subscribing, and all that stuff, right? So, we're going to talk about this whole Louder with Crowder because, oh my goodness, someone got mouthy. Someone chose the wrong one. And I think it goes both ways. So I feel like that those are words that cut, right? That's like a punch to the gut, right in the belly. Ooh, that must hurt, right? It sounds like they're trying to make them hurt. Just my opinion. Listen, I'm going to look at it from both sides as well. Because believe it or not, I am a woman. And I was once begonnen on. And you know this because I have the king, and I always speak about the king, and the king loves to bust into the streams. So I am indeed not an android or an alien. I am indeed a whammon. I know that is shocking to a lot of you because the ongoing joke is that I am a robot. I still might be. Okay? Maybe I'm a robot that had baby. Who knows? Okay? Thank you so much for being here, though. I so appreciate it. Hit the like and do all that. It's free. Oh my gosh, are you a nerd? I am. So this is from Apex Legends. One of my favorite games. It's my boy Octane plus Ultra. I've been playing Apex since day one, okay? I'm on Twitch, DameDaisy Plays. I can prove it to you. You can check it out. I'm actually pretty good. I started on Call of Duty and Battlefront. Don't let me lie to you now. I started with Battlefield, Battlefront, Call of Duty, games like that. And listen, I get it. There's a lot of pre-programming in these things, but someone's got to go undercover to bring you guys the scoop. Hi, Keygen. Guys, say hi to Keygen and hi to Frank, and thank you to Frank. And just, you guys are so amazing. Thank you for spending that bit of time with me, because I know your time is precious, and it really does mean a lot to me. So, yeah, I actually am like OG gamer. I was hooked on Fortnite for a hot minute. Schooling them little 12-year-olds. Like taking out, like ruining their days one at a time. But I had to move along. And I had to take out 18-year-olds. I'm just kidding. These are jokes. Please do not take me so seriously, okay? We do like to giggle. This is one that's in the works right now. It's obviously Studio Ghibli. I don't know how nerdier it gets. Like video games and Studio Ghibli. Come on. I might as well be like a freaking... might as well. This one's in the works too. Okay, so yeah, now that we're done showing all that off, like I said, in the works lately has been the mushroom head hats, because I have festivals coming up soon, and I have to be memorable. I have to be like, people have to be able to find me, right? I just glitched. I am an android. I'm sorry. So I have to be memorable, and I do that by doing silly things like this, like making a giant mushroom hat. And they go, there's that mushroom girl that sells paintings. Follow her. And that really does happen. So it's very exciting. And I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. For you saying, you know, I didn't fail. I just got better. That's correct. Let me show you the first attempt real quick. Thank you seriously so much, though, for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It came out more like Toad than like the actual mushroom. So, yeah, next is the gills and everything for this mushroom, and I'm so excited. So let's talk about not Stephen Colbert, not Tucker Carlson, okay? It's too soon to get so silly. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know that I'm like a punch of energy. Okay. Steven Crowder, right? The Louder with Crowder is under the flames again. Under the flames of cancellation once more. Why? Why? What happened? Somebody released video of them speaking to a Preganaut wife at the time. 8 months pregnant. So, like I said, I've been the Preganaut, right? I've been there. So I know what that's like. And I don't think men do. And I'm not saying like, men, you could never understand. But there are things that come with it that men do not inherently think of right away. Like, oh my goodness, the amount of emotions flowing through your body. I am the most patient little thing, right? Like with the king, with myself, it takes a lot of patience, right? Immense patience. And I'm talking mostly about me. But seriously, even then, I was like, I'm emotional. And normally I'm really, really, really good and well at maintaining and containing my emotions. Like, listen, if I have to cry, I'm going to have a cry. That's what it is. But I'm just going to wait till the appropriate time to cry. Like, so if somebody says something like really hurtful in the moment, I'll just be like, oh. And then I'll hold it. And I'll hold it. And I'll go home and I'll be like, bah! Okay? That's how I handle it. But that to each their own. So I understand that from a Preganaut woman's point of view. And also, I guess, maybe from a partner's point of view. But not this whole, you better watch it. Like, whoop, whoop. Pardon? What? Yeah, there's only one reason why that should be being said, and that's if someone is approaching you and getting ready, as another channel would say, into fisticuffs, right? So apparently this video was released of Steve berating the then wife, pregnant, 8-month, poor thing. Oh my goodness. First of all, I am of the mindset of no matter what, you don't speak to a loved one like this. You don't speak to a loved one in such a manner. And I do understand fully that some women are going to see that video. And this is how disturbed some of us women are, right? And it's true. It is what it is, ladies. I can accept it. I hope you can too. Some of us are pretty wild, right? But some people will see that video and go, Daddy AF. Like, OMG, let me get some. Some girls are literally fanning themselves off like, what is she doing? Why isn't she bowing at his feet? Why wouldn't she get down on her knees and kiss the man's feet? Like, some women, they think this way. Even more so now than ever, I suppose, right? Couldn't be me, okay? I love the whole traditional wedding, classic marriage. Love that. I know that that's what I hope for one day, you know, like, but I have a modern day approach to relationships, and that's a fact. Like, I would hope that we could each be a powerhouse on our own. And then when we come together, we are even more powerful, right? Like, that's how I view it. I view it like each person should be in like their best self and doing their best and in the place that they want to be, and then you come together. And I guess life isn't always like that, right? Sometimes life isn't always perfect, but I really don't mind the whole, yeah, that's the thing with me is like I'm for marriage but not by the state. I'm for marriage. Like, I told a friend, you could hand me a blade of grass, tie it around my finger, and be like, we are married. And I would be like, married. Like, that would be me, right? We don't have to get married with the state. We don't have to make this all official like that. Like, I totally get that because that's expensive and I ain't got time for that. For real. That's how I would approach it. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And I totally get it. I totally get it. Because I've seen what marriage has done to... See, exactly. Accepted. I've seen my siblings and loved ones go through marriages and divorces. And I'm like, don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want 10 different baby daddies. Don't want that. Teach their own. Sometimes life is tricky. We don't always, plan out how things happen. I definitely didn't plan to be doing this alone. You best believe I was not about to have children unless I had a sure, signed, definite, yes, we're in this together. I was not about to have a child. Like, it wasn't in the plans, right? It wasn't in the plans. But during the time in the relationship, it was like, okay, this is it. We're doing it together. I was like, okay, we're doing it together. But sometimes life doesn't work out that way, and that's okay. You know why? Because it is the best thing for him and I, and that's what matters most. Right? Right. And I don't think that we always have to be, like, we can have traditional values and morals and values and beliefs without the going too fars, right? Like, without the whole bowing at someone's feet and kissing their toes. Like, so... he was upset about wifely duties that she wasn't doing. And it's like, wifely duties. Is it just about the dog? I swear to goodness, these men. It is not just about the dog. We know it. We all know. We all know what wifely duties means. Stop it. Stop it with this. Oh, the flea medicine. Wifely duties. We all know what it means. Y'all acting like it's about the damn dog. It ain't about that dog. But if it was, then she's allowed to be fearful, especially when you're pregnant. The smell of something can set you off. The smell of something can just be like, that's it, I'm done for. Blah. Literally. Trust me, I was working when I was pregnant, okay? And if you want to work. Do it. Work it, mommy. Slay. If you don't want to work, stay at home. Be a homemaker. Do you, boo-boo. Do you, boo-boo. However you want to live. You want to find that relationship where the man wants to lead and wants to pay for everything? Go off. Couldn't hurt none. Right? To each their own. That's how I view it. But for me, like I stated, I would rather be powerful on individual selves and then be a powerhouse together. But wifely duties, again, yeah, we know what that means. Come on. Yeah, I just remember being forgotten on, and any smell could just send me out the door. I would be literally running out the door and grabbing my yellow sponge out of my pocket and sniffing it. Because that was like my weird thing when I was pregnant. Weird things happen to you when you're pregnant. Really weird things happen. Weird things. People crave all kinds of weird stuff, right? It's strange. I'm very fortunate that the weirdest thing I craved was the smell of yellow sponges. And it had to be yellow, and it had to be a certain sponge. My whole pregnancy, I would stick that thing to my nose and sniff it all day long. I would carry one in my purse. Who does this? What is it? What? The pregnant mind, though, it's different. It's different. It's a whole, you're thinking for two. You're not just eating and breathing for two. You're not just doing for two. It's wild. Just saying. I know that some of you have been through it. You've had some strange forgotten aunt moments. And yeah, as a female, again, who's been pregnant, it's rough. It's rough. So I imagine she's stressed. She's tired already. She doesn't want to deal with him being sassy and his BS. She's like, basically what she's saying is not today. Not today. Don't do this today. Please, not today. That's what I'm hearing. Just saying, I've been through a toxic relationship or two. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I take responsibility for my things that I've done wrong, right? But I don't think I've ever been like so toxic like that. Oh my gosh. But we all get that one relationship where you're like, it's love. We just love each other so much. And it's like, no, this is not love. Someone does not treat someone like that. That does not happen in a loving relationship. You would not say these things. You would not say, I don't love you. That's what? What? There would never be a moment where I would be like, I don't love you. In this moment, no. That it's not transactional. It's not like, oh, you're being naughty girl, so my love it's taken away. Like what? Non-transactional, my guy. What? Please hit the like. It's free. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I got to get to working on this. And for those of you joining me, yeah, right? Yeah, it's not transactional. It wouldn't be happening like that. I would be like, bah, bah. You said what? Get out my house then. Get out my house then. I'm the one with the babies in the belly. You can go somewhere else. I can't. Get out the house. Get out my house. I don't even care if he pays for it. Get out. You need to give me a minute. I think I've heard all kinds of things. Like she had been unfaithful. She didn't know if it was his and all kinds of things. And that's not confirmed, right? So we don't know yet exactly how he or she was. And that's a point I want to make too, is we're not there. We're not in their lives. We don't know how they speak to one another. We don't know who's pushing whose buttons. And I'm not saying it's on this lady. I don't know her, right? Like, I don't know her bottom baseline moods or behaviors. What I saw was someone that was trying to avoid making a circumstance worse, right? Right? I know, right? She can't even get the car. What's she gonna do? Waddle down the road and somebody's gonna be like, there. Like, what is it? Hand banana? Oh my God. She's just hand bananaing around, y'all. You. Like, come on. She ain't got time to play hand banana. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is just, listen, it's one of those gems that I'm glad that I saw, but I probably wouldn't watch it again. Ever. All right. So yeah, I'm cool with, like, if you want to do the traditional thing, cool beans. Like, good, cool. Awesome. But not in the sense of him being like, you will bow down to me, I'm setting a boundary, da-da-da-da. That would be like, I'm crossing your boundary, and this is not a proper boundary. Like, this does not make sense. Like, what are you talking about? Communication is key, by the way. I don't know if you knew this, but, like, don't listen to me, though. I'm clearly not in a relationship. Dead. I'm joking. You can listen if you want. Okay. So yeah, we don't know how these people are. And some people are just toxic. Like it could be maybe a happy, loving relationship. and then it just sours, and then it just gets toxic AF. Life happens, you know? And like Frank said, there's people who cheat and then they give that person another chance or a third chance if they're really dumb. Like really, really dumb. Who would do that, right? Who would give someone a third chance? Who? Ugh. Listen. Don't do it. Don't do it. You broke up for a reason. Run. Yeah, we just don't know. And I do try to look at it from both sides. I really do. I really do. And really, when would she get the time to cheat? Good golly. Oh my gosh. You don't want to do anything when you're that pregnant. No one's thinking about running up cheat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it could be like a loving relationship, and then it could just be a certain person that makes you toxic, right? Like one of my exes, I don't know what it was about them, but ooh, they just knew how to set me off. Like they knew how to push my buttons, and they would do it on purpose, and then they would do the below the belt like punch and headbutt and body slam and people's elbow, and I'd be like, like what is happening? But there's always that one person, right, that they do it on purpose, and you're like, what is wrong with you? Why do I need to be in pain for you to be happy? People be like that though. They're like, unless you're suffering, I'm miserable. I wish people could just enjoy life. Like I miss that. I miss just wanting to enjoy life and like getting through the day. And you know, the world is full of so many whimsical, wonderful experiences, and yet people, right, repeating things. That's the thing, is that we are definitely meant to be breaking these generational curses. If you recognize that there is a pattern that keeps reoccurring, it's likely because you're not changing something. You keep going and doing the same thing. You got to find a way to break that pattern, and you'll change. You'll finally be able to change so that you don't have to keep going through that cycle. Because sometimes cycling through these things are so hard. You're like, God, why? What did I do? Am I being punished? Is this why this has been in my life, or what it may be? And everybody's talking about the one car. This cracks me up. Some people might just have one car. Like, people cannot handle the fact that Steven Crowder would have one car. They just can't. They just cannot perceive this. It's like, that's how he has money, though. Like, that's how they save money. And maybe it is a form of control. Who knows? I don't know. But it's curious. It is curious. Yeah, some people just have one car. Maybe they do have another. Maybe that's in the shop. You never know. Oh, and this alpha thing, it just cracks me up. You guys know that normally I don't say words like alpha or beta unless I'm making jokes. Because that just, it's so tacky, corny to me, it seems like, right? So that it doesn't seem like it's the alpha thing to do, right? But some people will view it as the alpha manosphere kind of thing to do, right? They will, which is like, no. And I have nothing more to say about that. But really, though, it's not the right approach. This is not alpha. This is what a beta would look like masquerading as an alpha, right? Someone that was like emotionally sensitive, soft boy, like probably an emo in school, you know, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that to our emotional ones out there. You need love too, you know. But some of them are, it seems like insecurities. It's insecurities. And him being like, you're not thinking of my needs. You're not thinking, well, you're going to keep me home from the gym. You're going to keep me home from this, that, and the other. You do that to her all the time, though. That means you do that to her all the time. And you don't even realize it. You're like, me. Why aren't you considering my needs? Think about me. When you do that to her every day, though. Every day, bro. He's like, you just stay home forever. And if you don't, then you're not performing your wifely duties. Flea medicine. Gosh darn it, that really ticks me off. That part really gets me. It's like, we all know it ain't no friggin' flea medicine. And even if it was, she's pregnant. So I'm not even thinking about, oh, she could get sick, chemicals, da-da-da. I'm thinking stanky. I wouldn't want to do that either. And I am of the mindset that the man, a real alpha, helps out. A real alpha would be quiet, wise. Shut your mouth. Be stoic. What are you chasing her around for? What are you chasing her around for? Were you a puppy? That's what I'm seeing. Pissed off little puppy. Chasing that poor little thing all around the yard. I know, exactly. She wouldn't have even been gone that long. She wouldn't have even been gone that long. She would have been there and back. There and back. By the time he was done having a hissy fit, she could have been back. Dead on. Like, for real. She was like, I'll even go get it. Yeah, I do think that it is interesting timing and curious because people do fake this stuff. This is the weirdest part. People fake this stuff. Like, what? Yeah, they do, though. They do. It's weird. So, I heard that he missed the kid's birth. Don't do that. Okay? If you can commit to making a baby, you can commit to the birth. Okay? At least, bro, if you're going to hit the ground running right after that moment, peace out. Move on, sailor. Good luck in the world. You did your part. You know, go on. But, like, be there for the birth. At least. Y'all did all the work, but you can't be there for, like, seeing the finalization of your masterpiece that you made. Like, I don't know. Like, what is it with men? Are they like, I don't want to see my wife in this way? Is it like that'll ruin it for them? I don't know. I'm not a man. I'm a woe man. Okay? I wouldn't know about that. But I do know if I was a man, I'd be there for the birth. I do know that, at least. And that's weak man stuff. But here's the reason. They said that they weren't there because they were getting chest surgery. Chest surgery. And I don't know if they did have the thing where their chest was indented. There's a medical term for that. And here's the thing. I have a unique perspective on that too. Because my first, like, real relationship, my boyfriend had one of those. His chest went in. It was concave. And this is going to sound weird, right? It's going to be really weird for a second. But I always laid my head on his chest and my head fit perfectly in the little concave of his chest, right? Weird. I know. Life is weird. But they got the surgery and they were really scared. They were like, I think that I might pass from this. And I was like, it's literally not like that at all. You're not going to die. Very, very like, it just doesn't, I don't think it's very high risk. So anywho, some believe that Carter may not have needed this and he just wants pectoral implants maybe. I don't know. But if could you not make it on another day? Like, could you not make it like the week after? You done knew for over a year when these babies would be born. It was like, it was far enough time in advance where you could have done something. I'm not for people not being around for them babies. It takes two. Okay, so yeah, my ex had the whole chest concave thing. Really weird. I know. Sorry, I'm not even cutting this part of the stream out. And if you see this one day, I'm so glad that you made it through that surgery and that you're okay now and that you're like happily ever after with your life. That's very good. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad that they're okay, but they were really fearful of it. They were really scared about it. They were like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pass. And I was like, you're not gonna die. But anywho, okay. So apparently during this whole like beginning of the argument or whatever they're bickering. He's literally sitting on the front porch or like on their porch, smoking a stogie in his man shorts, which is go off, you know, like if that's how you want to spend your time, like that's awesome. You earned it, right? Like you've been working hard. But he could have just sat there chilling. and let her go to the damn store. Like, you were comfy enough. You were clearly comfy enough. Why couldn't you just let her run to the store, man? I don't know. And I think maybe I'm one of the only ones that's going to be like, hey, wifely duties ain't what you think. But listen, let me be that one. Let me be that one. Because I'm shoot it to you straight. I'm going to tell you. I've never been a wife. Just so you know. Never been one. This is probably why, though. Because I don't know nothing about no wifely duties. I'm like, no! I'm just kidding. Done making jokes. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, girls respond in weird ways. Listen, I do bet that some weird Betties heard this and they were like, oh my goodness, that's the man I need in my life. That's the person I want telling me what to do. You know, like, yay, daddy AF. Like, I really think some women see that, or men, like, whatever. To each their own. That's the beauty of the choice, right? In my opinion, the traditional, like, modest thing, that's cool. That's more like, more alluring to me, right? Like, my hopes would be to be like married one and done, right? That would be ideal. And again, like I said, marriage to me is like you could literally hand me a blade of grass and be like, we are married, and I would be like, okay, we are married. Like, I really don't believe that the state needs to be involved. I don't understand. I mean, I guess for like certain money purposes, but why? That's just even more of a pain. Listen, teach their own though. If somebody wants that big old Barbie doll wedding, go off, Cinderella. Have your moment. Like, dance at your very own ball. That's all for you, Shug. Like, go off. But some people just don't need the theatrics, I guess. Is that how to say that? That feels rude. Like, I felt like that felt rude. Maybe not theatrics, but the grand show, right? I don't know how else to put it. Sorry if that did come out wrong. I apologize. um, so I think that, again, in a relationship for me, people should be both powerful on their own, in their own like way, like doing well, and then come together to be a powerhouse as a proper couple. And when you're ready, you know, there's so many, I'm sure, people jump into relationships all the time when they're not ready, when they're not mature enough or prepared enough, or, you know, they have no concept of what it means to be a proper partner. You know, that happens. People are like, what do you mean you're upset I went and slept out with 6 different hussies? What do you mean you're upset about that? I thought it was all good. Ugh. No. Again, just no. No. Shut it down. No. So I wonder, do you think that maybe that something did happen? Because the way that both of them are reacting, it looks like this obviously isn't the only time. It looks like he's responding like he's triggered, right? Like, this is a trigger response. He seems like he's gonna have a meltdown. Like, maybe, again, not a professional, can't diagnose nobody, but he looks like he might have some OCD or something, because he's like, my keys, no, like, you can't do this to me. You can't stop me from going to the gym and drinking down my protein shakes and calling my friends. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that more people are jumping in as we go. Hi. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just doing my thing over here. I'm working on a mushroom hat because it's festival season. And I really want people to be able to find me when I'm out and about in the woods, because I go out and about in the woods and people need to be able to be like, hey, there's that artist girl. Follow that giant mushroom head. And then they follow me through the woods and they come buy my paintings. And I know that sounds creepy, but it's legit how it works out. And, or I'll be dressed up like this in my festival wear. And that's a way for people to like be able to find me too. Is that if I stand out enough, which I dress pretty crazy, weird, interesting, strange, different every day anyway, it works. It just works. They buy what from me? They buy my paintings. because I am an artist. For anybody who is new, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget, hit that like, subscribe. I just adore having you guys here. It really means a lot. Let me introduce myself. My name's Daisy. I went to school for art therapy. That means I studied psychology and sociology. That means I am interested in the human brain. I am also an artist. Um, so, yeah, I teach those with special needs and superpowers how to paint and do art stuff. And I teach all people, all ages, all mental capacities, and it's wonderful. I used to have a gallery, and that was like I was there for like 5 or 6 years, but then some rich man came and bought it from us, and they raised the rent 3 times the price and kicked us out, and I couldn't afford it anymore. And they knew I was teaching amazing people with special needs, and my heart just broke. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm sorry, I should have told you sooner. But yeah, I'm just a single mom artist who was working and was in a gallery, and it was so amazing. So I do sell my stuff on my Instagram, which is damevonbonDaisy or damevonbondaisyart. You can check me out on Twitch, Damn Daisy Plays. I'm on Facebook because I needed it for the Oculus. That's damevonbondaisy. So you can get the paintings through the Instagram or the Facebook. I am going to be selling a couple mushroom hats, but just a few because I'm embarrassed and how some of them turned out. For those of you who missed it, this is the right one. This is how it's supposed to look like. And I'm going to make the gills on the inside too with lace. I get really crafty, and I just started like wearing the cosplays and doing crafts during my streams because I thought I do it anyways. Like people might really enjoy that, and they do. So this is the first attempt. Look how this is not correct. It looks like Toad from Mario Brothers. So I'm gonna probably sell a couple of those. And yeah, I've been painting since I was little. Like I was probably 12, 13 when I started painting. But I always knew that I wanted to be an artist. I always knew I wanted to help people through art. So art therapy came around, and it just made sense. So yeah, I started attending college for that. And then I was working 2 jobs, going to college, and raising my 10 nieces and nephews. So much so that I ended up having to leave school to help raise my 10 nieces and nephews. So I've always been one to work with children. I've always been one to work with art. This is one I'm working on now. It's Studio Ghibli. Yeah, and I've moved all around. I used to live in Michigan, in like near Detroit, and I was about 20 minutes, no, I would say 15, 20 minutes outside of Detroit. I've been to 8 Mile and 6 Mile and all that. It was wild. I really enjoyed my time in Detroit because, or like Michigan, I love how diverse it is. I also lived in PA, and I've been to Cali. I originally wanted to be an actress. Like, I wanted to be the next Robin Williams, but me. And I just really wanted to heal people through laughter and art and happiness. But then I started getting approached a lot for like modeling, and I started doing modeling for like boutiques. And I realized how it just wasn't for me. And my mother always told me, you're more than just a beautiful face. You should do more, right? And I was like, you're right. I don't want to be just someone modeling for boutiques. Like, I want to do more. So that's when I really started teaching children and doing the classes and working 2 jobs plus. And yeah. What else? The king is my mini. He's 7, going on 8, and that blows my mind. I just can't even believe he's gonna be 8. It's so wild. He looks just like me, except for smaller. And yeah, things just didn't work out because his donor struggled, and that's okay. Life is unpredictable, and we did the right thing for us, and that was to move. And do our thing. So that's what we're doing. And I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful for all of you and your time. Because I know that you're busy. I know that your schedules are busy. What do you guys think? This one is definitely better. I can totally see it glowing in the LED lights. Like I said, I'm not going to, sit here and ask for your moolahs or beg for your moolahs. I just ask you to please do all that is free. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, share, even if it's to your 3 grandmas on Facebook. Any little bit really helps. And I really want to thank one more time my members and all the channels like Frank and Keygen and others who shout me out and just show love and support, because I wouldn't have gotten to this place without them. I really wouldn't. And like, I use this analogy of I was like a car kind of breaking down going uphill, and they both just got out of their cars and helped push, and that's where we're at. They helped push this car up the hill, and now we're going down the hill. But this is a good thing. Like, we're finally, speeding up and going somewhere again is the point. And it's all thanks to them, because we were really stuck for a solid couple years. So yeah, I'm just thankful that more people are finding us. I know that it takes a minute to find your way home, but you're here now, and that's amazing. I hope you'll stay. And other than that, stay awake, stay aware, stay well. Tell your loved ones you love them. You don't need an excuse, okay? I hope you have a really beautiful and blessed day. Stay safe out there, because the world is crazy and people be popping off for, the littlest thing. All these recent events, like someone just going in another person's yard. Obviously, isolation has done something to people. They forgot how to people. So just, take care, be careful, smile at people, and hug your loved ones. Maybe not strangers, but it just helps those good vibes pass around, and it'll calm more people down. And we're doing the world a world of good just by that, okay? So yeah, other than that, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Steven Crowder thing. Like I said, I'm kind of like here and there about it. I understand, especially from a Perganaut perspective. I get how trying and hard that must be, and how wild that must feel, and how emotional it is, and how you never know one day to the next how it's going to go. It's so unpredictable. But it's also the biggest, most amazing thing that us women can do is bake a human life inside of us. I miss that part. I wish they taught us more about what happens after, like when you give birth. I just knew how beautiful and amazing it was to feel how safe Jules was inside my stomach, how safe he was when I could protect him from the world and just hold him and feel his heartbeat inside, and just know that he was okay. And now that he's out in the world, it's like, what have I done, And that's why when he said he worried about bringing life into this world, I'm not going to shame him for that, because I get it. Once you bring a life into this world, you're like, they had no choice. They didn't have a say. And I hope I did the right thing, but I know I did. Because my son is my world, and I am so fortunate. So, okay, I'm going to let you go. Love you so much. Love your kids, okay? Be good to them. Listen to them. Take time. And just take care of one another. Okay, bye.